I'd like to invite up to the stage, please, Almog Meir-Jan. But before he comes forward, I just want to say a word about his dear mother. Rosita and I, since Almog was kidnapped on October 7th, 2023, worked to do all that we could to maintain public awareness about the plight not only of Almog, but also of Israel's hostages languishing inside the Gaza Strip. I remember well taking Orit, his mother, to number 10 Downing Street in the UK, to the British Parliament, to the American Congress. And on one particular day, as we were running through the House of Lords in the UK, on the thick red carpet that adorns the floors there, we were walking down the steps to make it to the next meeting, and Orit, in the freezing cold and in very difficult psychological circumstances, slipped, fell down 4 or 5 of those steps, and lay there in a heap for just a moment. And I thought, my God, we've lost Orit. She's not going to get up from that slip. It was a very severe fall. And I helped her up, and she dusted herself off, and I asked her if she could continue, and she said, for Almog, I can continue. For Almog, I can continue. And she then told me about the surgeries that she was immediately recovering from, that she'd just undergone, about the psychological trauma that sat upon her heart and upon her head. And we walked through the cold of Britain, and she soldiered on with much more conviction than some of the younger members of that delegation, with a fearlessness and a determination unparalleled. And so, Orit, where are you? Orit, stand up. I want to say two things, please. First of all, in Judaism, we ask rhetorically every Friday night, Eshet Chayil, mi yimtza, a woman of valor, who can find one? You are an exemplar of what it is to be a woman of valor, Orit. Thank you so very much for all you did. And to Almog, as you come to the stage, I quote the following: Shma bani musar avicha, va'al titosh et torat imecha. It was the Torah of your mother that powered her towards your release. We're very proud to have you. Please come to the stage, Almog.
First of all, good evening. Mom, I love you. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you. I'm a little bit exciting.
Well, rightly so, and we're very, very honored to have you here. And I just want to begin, Almog, by asking you to tell us very briefly what were your thoughts as you were being led into the Gaza Strip on October the 7th, 2023?
I can say that in this day, on October 7th, on the kidnap, when I entered in Gaza, on socks on my face, and I can't see nothing. And my head full on thoughts what going to happen next, and if my friends from the party I was in the Nova, if they are okay, and if my mom know that I'm okay, and if I'm going to die on this day. I was sure that I'm going to die on this day. So the first week was very rough. It was rough.
Can you tell us about that? What was particularly rough about the first week?
First, when it's when we went to Gaza, that we entered Gaza. Before we went to Gaza, when you're hiding on the bushes, start try to hide, and you hear a lot. You hear all this screaming, and you hear the shooting, and you feel the shooting, and everything is happened, and you're really into it. And when they found me and the another guys that was with me, and they take you like from the car, from the bushes to the car. They take you and you see like 200 terrorists just look at you and curse you and hit you. So you don't know what to do. It's your country, you in your country, and it's like it's unbelievable, you know. And when you go and when you enter Gaza, you say it's for Israeli like me. It's not like Gaza. It's like the something that no one except Shalit and except like names that we know, but except them, it's not familiar. It's not like something that we know, and it was the biggest nightmare of in thoughts in so all of this to איך אומרים לעכל?
To digest.
To digest all of this in 1 week until all the stress go out and the shock go out. Was the rough. Was the rough thing.
Thank you. Can I just check? Can everyone hear Almog? Okay, everyone can hear him. Thanks. Please keep the microphone close. It's important that we hear from you. So, one of the things that you were telling me was that you were moved many times inside Gaza. I saw a proof of life video, which was you when you were bound with other hostages, and then I saw the video of you being rescued. But tell us about you being moved around Gaza. How many times did that happen?
I moved in my entire time. I moved like 7 locations. On the first months, on the first months, I moved like 6 locations until the last one. And every location with different conditions and different things that you maybe in somewhere there is a bedroom but don't have food, and maybe some location there is food but don't have toilet, something like this, or how to shower. So everyone is like have the good things, bad things. We try to see the positive in every in everything every location that we've been to.
You also shared with me a very personal story which goes to the heart of this question of whether or not Israel can keep up the military pressure inside Gaza against Hamas and bring the hostages home. Okay? Whether these two things can coexist. And you told me about the treatment that you had at the hands of your captors and how events on the ground would change how they would treat you. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, of course. I can tell you that a lot of the war affects on the behavior of them to us.
Of the people who are holding you hostage?
Yeah, of course. It was it's like, you know, eventually it's like human, and they have something that they feel. They have family, okay? I don't say that they are good people. I wish for them. I don't want to say.
By the way, on that note, there are some people videoing. Can I ask you to stop videoing? I don't mean to cause any embarrassment, but this is not for spreading on social media. So thank you. Yes.
So a lot of action on the war, a lot of bombing, a lot of shooting, a lot of people that dying in war. This is effect on the emotion, on the action to us, and sometimes they did a lot of things that I can tell you it's like rough to. They eat sometimes. They care. They did a lot of things that in Islam, like they say, okay, like in Islam, if if there is someone that can that know, in Islam you don't hear the poor one, poor people, you don't hear them. So I can say that I'm hurt a lot and I was poor there. I didn't have some rights there or something that I could do on my own. So they took it. They don't care about it. So yeah.
I have to ask you just one last question, which is the day that you were rescued. There's that very famous video of the rescue of Mivtza Arnon, right? And there's now a tattoo about Mivtza Arnon, right? Show them your leg.
Yes, I have.
Show them your leg just very quickly.
Okay, so I will explain a little bit. It's not, not all of you show, but it's like the Operation ARNON on my leg, and the name and the date that I go out from there, and a lot of like small things that I've been through there, like cards that it's for like 90% of my time playing cards there. So
So,
like this.
so when the rescue operation took place, you amazingly had mixed feelings about it. Just tell us the thoughts that went through your head when the Israeli commandos from the police force came through that door.
Okay, so I have to say that life in Gaza really boring. Yes, really boring. If you're in an apartment and not in a war, yes, for me it was really boring. Uh, and you don't expect for something to happen. Not a rescue operation, of course, yes. So
You didn't just let me stop you. That you did not expect a rescue operation.
I didn't expect for this. Yeah, it was like surprise for me because we heard that that was trying for a rescue and it's not make it, and we are really afraid about this. You know, we we was in a thought that if there is a deal, it's more keep us safe. Yeah, it's not risking our life. So we didn't think about this, about operation, about rescue, about escaping. It's came into your head. You think about this, but not like in real life. When they came to our apartment, it started in shooting and yelling of neighbors, and suddenly you see all the flashlights on you and the shooting with and they calling that the Tzal, Tzva Hagana Israel. We are in Israel. It's Israelim. We take you home, and you're like, huh? And in same time, everything bombing and it's war outside. Yes, and you need to you need to expect to accept this. And okay, I'm with you, let's go. And you're really afraid, you're really in shock, but you know that if you don't do something now, this is the risk, this is the last chance, this is the final round there. And I know that we need we need to focus on get out, not to do something stupid, of course. And to see all of them, it was amazing, you know. To hear Hebrew, it was amazing. It's so not. It's not. To hear Hebrew, to see soldiers, it's like 8 months you don't see something different except terrorist face. Uh, and it feels protecting. It feels like we go home. I really believe them that we go home. It's that we can make it. They they are they are crazy. They are the best people in the world. Yes, they're so strong. Yes, the IDF. Yes, they amazing. They amazing. How they risking their life now. Everything. It's amazing.
Well, Almog, we thank God that we have the privilege of seeing you. We pray for the redemption of the rest of the hostages that are inside the Gaza Strip, 100 of them, some alive, some of them not. All of them must come home. And I want to express my profound thanks to you for taking the time to travel here to speak with us today. It's an honor to have you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all.